think of when you hear Memorial Day? Thanksgiving, President's Day, or the 4th of July? When I was growing up, the importance of American holidays were obvious. Memorial Day is for beach parties. Thanksgiving is a day off for dieters and a day on for football fans. President's Day is for appliance and car sales. And Independence Day is for barbecues and fireworks. But these activities that first come to mind couldn't be farther from the original intentions. Holidays such as Memorial Day, meant to commemorate those who paid the ultimate sacrifice to ensure our liberties and freedoms, have been stripped to nothing more than an excuse for bargain shopping. They're already commercializing Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's only a matter of time before they show an Audition commercial of MLKJ saying, "I have a dream of unbelievable mattress sales." What most Americans fail to realize is that an American holiday, meant to celebrate the hope that Dr. King inspired in our nation, should not have been turned into an empty excuse for 20% off coupons. In fact, it's not just the holidays that are being discounted. We throw most of our history and civics into the unwanted bargain bin, along with those Justin Bieber CDs and flip phones. Our attraction to today's shiny and new trends threatens the true foundations of American freedom. Good evening. I'm Leah Warren, a co-founder of Patriot Week. I'm currently an 11th grader at Seaholm High School, and I'm here today to invite you to celebrate the blessings of liberty and to renew our spirit in America. As we take our first step on this pledge to patriotism, consider this question. How ignorant can we be? Isn't everyone considered to take U.S. history in high school? Most are, and we know that there are dedicated educators who pour their heart and soul into teaching about our country. But the reality is, in a 2011 survey conducted by the Civic Mission of Schools, only 1/3 of participants could name the 3 branches of government. 1/3 of those students couldn't identify any at all. Overall, in a recent study conducted by the Nation's Report Card, only 12% of high school seniors are proficient in U.S. history. Unfortunately, this deficiency isn't corrected in college. In a recent episode of The Lunch Scholars, when one college student was asked, "Who was the vice president?" she started saying, it's by something. Then maybe, oh, Bin Laden. I know it's an exaggeration to label everyone in the United States as ignorant of American civics and history, or to assume that no one knows that the vice president is actually Joe Biden. But this confused student is not alone. So at this point, you may be thinking to yourself, Leah, what do you expect me to do? How do we increase our awareness and better honor our core American values? Well, why not start your own civic celebration? In fact, about 6 years ago at a father-daughter lunch, a 10-year-old girl and her dad were discussing the dad's downright frustration with the commercialization of the civic calendar. The girl was outraged by the fact that Americans are starting to lose the meaning of their holidays, pounded her hands on the table, and demanded they start a new celebration for America. Together, the duo defied the odds and created a new celebration, Patriot Week, with the hopes of renewing the American spirit and saving our most basic freedoms from destruction. So far, Patriot Week has participants in over 10 states. It's erupted classrooms, community groups, festivals, parades, senior centers, libraries, museums, colleges, and best of all, a Patriot Week television show. So, at this point, you may be thinking to yourself, who is this little girl and her father? They are none other than my dad and I. Our dedication to Patriot Week shows that with enough dedication, drive, and effort, any one of us can make a serious, impactful change in our communities. We have a responsibility to our founders, our people, and our children to not let the events of history remain lost in the endless pages of musty textbooks. To plan for the future, we must remember the past. We only have 2 options. Forget our past, our Constitution, and our people, and risk the loss of those most basic freedoms. Or celebrate our heritage and continue to live in one of the most exceptional nations in world history. We must choose patriotism over apathy. It's time to choose. Thank you.